And we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Hangout with the Limitless Income Team. Every week we're going to be having these Hangouts, and we're thrilled to have you here. Hopefully you're watching it live, and if you're not, the recording will always be available on our Hangout page for the week afterwards. Make sure you get back with the person that invited you. I just want to really start out by saying that. I am Susan Bachelder, and I am, as always, really excited today, but we have a nice, larger than usual panel tonight of expert lead generation marketers. So stay with us till the end. We're all going to share our piece and just deliver a ton of value. So welcome, and thank you everyone on the panel for joining. Each one we're going to go through, and everyone is going to has something specific to share with you. And I was going to say something else and I forgot. It'll come back to me. Tonight I want to start a little bit differently than I usually do because I am getting on the airplane tomorrow. So sometimes it's just really good to share when you're really passionate about something because it shares through your excitement and your energy about it, and it's something that all of us, I know, are working towards, because ultimately I believe that we're all kind of really selling the same thing, and that's freedom. It's just packaged differently in different products, different opportunities, and I believe each of us have kind of a unique vision or picture, desire, goals, and dreams about what freedom really is. And I think that's really important. So we're all striving for the same thing, but in our own unique way. And for me, freedom starts with pain freedom. So that's where I'm flying tomorrow. And the reason why I say that is because this business isn't about money. It's not really about money. Money is the tool, just like we need lead generation software and strategies as tools to create the money and to get our traffic to our pages, our content, and our hangouts like this. The money is a tool to get us to that freedom. And for me, that first door or the first bridge of crossing the freedom is pain freedom. So only because of this industry have I been able to afford to pay for the only, excuse me if I get a little emotional, my heart is just like racing, to pay for this procedure that I'm going to have. And the first time I went was last November, and I was really excited because I was pretty sure that it was going to be effective, but there's that unknown. So now I know this time that it is, because I had 4 months of complete pain freedom for the first time in 10 years after that. So yeah, I'm excited, and I just wanted to share that because it's only because of this industry and amazing people like on this panel today that's possible. So I'm just feeling all over the place, emotional, happy, grateful. So thank you.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
That is awesome, Susan.
That's great.
Cool.
Okay, now that I have my breath back.
For sharing.
Can we please start with you, Jason, because you are so awesome at giving the overview, and then we'll move down the panel?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. It's hard to follow that because, Susan, I can see the passion in your voice, and you know, look, I just want to be really clear here, folks. I mean, first of all, as she said, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. You could be doing a million other things tonight, and you're taking your time to be here with us, and we appreciate it. And if you're not live, you'll be seeing this after the fact. That's the beauty of technology. But tonight we're talking specifically about a program and a business opportunity and a vehicle to freedom, as Susan said, and it's called Direct Pay System. Direct Pay System has been around for a few years. Some of us on the panel have been involved since day one. Some of us are newer. But everybody on this panel tonight brings something special, be it passion, talent, professionalism, you know, teamwork. We all are cohesive in that we are a part of a team within a team, okay? So direct pay system is the vehicle, and then what you're looking at right now is the limitless income team. We're basically a group of people that have come together and formed a mastermind, a group, and a vehicle to help each other get to where we want to go. And the reason you're on this call, this webinar tonight, is because you might just have that interest too. You want to get from where you are right now to where you're going, which is financial freedom, time freedom, and this is the vehicle that can absolutely get you there. So let me give you a little bit of specifics about direct pay system. I will tell you this is like a 30,000 square foot overview. This is not everything. The good news for you is that we have everything in place that you can find out what you need to know about direct pay system from our websites and our team leaders, and soon to have a really cool phone marketing system presentation. So we're just loading up all the bells and whistles to make sure you have everything you need to not only find out about this business, but when you decide to become a member, so you can actually be successful with it by sharing it with others. So direct pay system is named, pretty much it's a great name because it's exactly, the direct pay system is exactly what we're doing. We're getting paid directly. We're getting paid directly from our customers. So what's going to happen is when you get it started with this business, you're going to have all the tools and resources you need to share this opportunity with others, and when they join, you're going to make a direct commission. In this case, it's a 90% commission, okay? A 90% commission direct to you, and it's really exciting when those cashier's checks and money orders and MoneyGrams and PayPals and however you want to get paid, when it comes into your house, into your family, it really can make a big difference. Anywhere from $450 direct commission all the way up to $7,200 is what can you go in your pocket on every transaction. The other cool part is that we have leverage here. Not only do we have direct commissions of 90%, but as you help your team and as we help you through the Limitless Income team, you're going to make a 10% override commission on everything that your team members do. So it's a two-level plan. 90% on the first level, your direct sponsor, your direct referrals, and 10% on the second level, which is basically a passive override commission. And I can tell you from personal experience that can add up very quickly as your team develops and as you start, sharing the resources and the things that work, and as everybody plugs in, you can start getting those 10% overrides daily, and they can add up to a really, really nice income. So there's no doubt that the money's here, but it's not just about the money. Ultimately, you can't sell air. You have to have something to sell, and we have some amazing products and services here with our program. Everything that we sell revolves around some sort of marketing tool, something that you're going to need to go out there and share with others, be it voice broadcasting, SMS, text messaging, leads. We have training, support. We have all these things in place that network marketers need. Anybody who's promoting anything out there, business opportunities, health and wellness, travel, you name it, we have tools that can help them be more successful. And here's the cool thing. It's okay if you have another business. That's fine. We want to help you be more successful, and the tools that we have in Direct Pay System can help you do that, and they can also help you add a secondary income stream to your bottom line and to help your family. So we've got it all. We've got the product line, we've got a great compensation plan, and now, of course, what you're seeing here is the Limitless Income team, which basically bridges the gap between what the company offers, Direct Pay System, and then what you need to succeed on a day-to-day basis. Traffic, support, training, hangouts like this, a Skype room, a Facebook room. We've got everything you need to be successful. And so I want to encourage you, when you get off this phone, this hangout tonight, definitely get back to the person who invited you here. Get more specifics. Watch our powerful presentation. We've got videos in place to show you how this works and exactly what we're selling and exactly how you make money and all that. So don't worry. You're going to get more specifics when you go through the website. So get back to that person. Check out their site and get excited, because this could be the last business opportunity you ever have to deal with, and you could literally plug in here and make all your financial dreams come true with DPS and the Limitless Income team. So that's your 30,000 square foot overview. It was not rehearsed. Hopefully it came out okay. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants because I'm passionate about this. But you know what? This is a great opportunity, and I know for a fact that it can work for you if you decide to plug in and follow the system. You can have success too. So, Susan, that's all for me on that, and I'm happy to share however else you'd like me to share. So, back to you for now.
Thank you. Thank you. Awesome job as always.
Thank you.
I love Jason's explanations.
Yes, I pay
He's
very
awesome.
close attention so I can be that. I can deliver it that good someday. Tammy, could you please tell us a bit about you and your lead generation strategies, your favorite ones, or kind of an overview of all of them, whatever you want to share with our audience?
Sure, I'd love to. And can you believe I used to be shy? I tell that to everybody all the time, and they're like, "No, Tammy, you're not shy." Oh my God, I used to just be like so nervous and just so like my hands would be sweating. The first time I had someone ask me to be on a live conference call, I said, "No, seriously, I don't want to do this." So, so anyway, hey, I'm just having a lot of fun with this team. I'm just overjoyed to see just, tonight everybody coming together like this. I don't think I could sleep last night. I was like, this is going to be like a party tonight. So this is pretty cool. Dream come true to have all these marketers in one room. Hey, seriously, listen up because this is going to be some good stuff tonight, everyone. A little bit about me. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I actually homeschool my kids. That is my why, and that's my freedom. That's the reason why I do this business. And I've actually been successfully homeschooling my kids. Let's see, Amanda's going to be graduating. Robbie, we already graduated. So I talk a lot about my kids because that is really the reason and the freedom why I do this home-based business. I'd say probably full-time 5 years now, something like that. I don't know. I lose track. One of the things that I looked for, actually there was 3 things I looked for in a home-based business because I can't stand selling. So I looked for a really awesome presentation. I looked for simple marketing methods, something that actually a business and a company that actually taught that. So I kind of even expanded upon that. Once I learned a lot of these on my own, I decided, you know what, I'm going to share the wealth. I'm going to share the knowledge. I'm going to share what I know to my team. So that's kind of my brand, is to say it's Team Tammy. That's another little name online. But the thing is it's so cool to be able to have now what we call the limitless income team, because that's really what it can be with direct pay systems. So obviously the lead generation, like Susan mentioned, I love generating leads. I'd say mainly online, many different ways. Solo ads probably is one of my fastest and favorite ways to build a list. I would say a lot of the online classified sites. I like YouTube, Facebook, things like that. If you're not a social person, then you can obviously do more of the classified online methods. Postcards, actually, I have a stack right here, and they are just working like crazy lately. So we have some really good, in fact, a guy said to me today, he goes, "I really like your cheap, simple postcard." And that's really what it is, So let me just show you guys that real quick. It's real cool. You just you can get these made up or drawn up and just have a cheap little simple postcard, and who can't do that, right? I know Rich likes postcards, but and Mary Beth, but the biggest thing is that's what you want to make sure that you express to the people, when they're taking a look at a business, is that we have almost anything almost like a smorgasbord. Not to get it complicated or anything, but we do have something for everyone. Every budget. I mean, literally, we have free strategies and we have paid strategies. So I probably could talk about lead generation all night. But like I said, my favorite, I'd have to say, is probably just the direct response. I'm not so much an article writer or a content writer. People know that, hey, when I put up an ad, we want to get these responses. Get them to the information, send them through the tour page that we have. And like I said, I don't like telling and selling or explaining, so that's why we have this this awesome presentation. But yeah, I think that the overall, not only the company owner that I've known for, it'll be 4 years, I think it is, Jason. I think, isn't it 4 years? I've met both of you guys in the fall. But yeah, it's just like, okay, you got to make sure you're hooking up with a company that does know lead generation themselves, but also a team that knows how to generate leads, and that's what we have here. So we have the best of both worlds. That's my opinion. We have the team, and then we have the company owner that has the systems and plug and play and things like that in the back. So, but that's what I wanted to say tonight, Susan. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And one of the reasons why I had absolutely no thinking time to join you right here in this platform of DPS because of that. Not just the platform, but you are an excellent leader. So thank you very much, Tammy.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's awesome having you on the team. And wow, I mean, you've really like exploded this. It's like because of Susan, we've been able to come together like this as a group. You know, before I was doing conference calls, and I mean, hey, those were good, but this is even better. So Susan, you've kicked it up like 10 notches above here. So I really appreciate you.
I like to step in and like get to work. So
Yeah, you do. You're awesome. You're an awesome person. I appreciate you putting this together.
Thank you. Thank you. Mary Beth.
Oh, okay.
Tell us a bit about you and what you love about this team, our lead generation strategies, and product.
In one central, you know, what we know, what we like, you know, with people to go out there and help people to succeed like we all have and like we're going to continue to do so, and just, you know, enjoy working from home, from the comfort of our home. Like Tammy, I can definitely relate. I think, you know, we share a lot in common, a common bond, because, you know, we're both work at home, stay at home moms. I have 2 children, a son who's actually graduating from high school next week. I don't even know where the time went. I mean, it's just like he was just, you know, graduating 8th grade middle school, and here we are, you know, fast forward 4 years later, he's going to be graduating high school, moving on to a new chapter of his life. So it's just afforded me a lot of, you know, freedom to be able to pretty much, you know, like all of us, live life on our own terms, not be accountable to any bosses, and just be there, you know, when our children need us. I have a daughter who's in 7th grade, a son who's graduating high school, and, you know, I wouldn't trade in, you know, any of this for anything in the world. I actually got my start back in 2007. Worked a corporate job, corporate America marketing job, and, you know, the rat race, the stresses, you know, the 9 to 5 and beyond, all of that, you know, kind of got to me. I knew that there was definitely a better life, a less hectic, less stress-free. I just wanted to really be there for my children, to, you know, get them off to school in the morning, be there when they got home, not miss out on any of their activities, and just be there for all of their firsts and their most memorable experiences. So this really has worked out extremely well for me, for my family. You know, we travel to different destinations throughout the year, kind of pick up when we want to, and just enjoy. We've, you know, made a lot of good memories, you know, as a family, and I just, you know, really am thankful for all of that. When I got my start back in 2007 to move into lead generation, to touch on a little bit this evening, I actually started with video marketing in a big ticket program, and here I am in 2015, the same strategy that, you know, allowed me to get my start, experience my first successes online is still around. So I'm definitely, you know, continuing onward and upward with video marketing. And I think ideally for a big ticket program such as direct pay system, it's worked out extremely well for me. Video marketing such as the YouTube platform has really allowed me to build a following. It has enabled me to build what I think is extremely important, is the know, the like, and the trust in the eyes of my prospects. And I think it's really what I experienced with regards to success is the best conversions and the best quality lead, because it allows people to get to know us, because not only do they see us, see our faces, they hear our voices, hear our messages, and if we just stay consistent and remain consistent with building the following, always putting content out there, people will continue to follow us, and then they're able to reach us. You know, we give a call to action at the end of our videos. For me, I tell people to, you know, get in touch with me. I put my cell phone there, which has worked extremely well. People can call me, they can text me, get their answers, you know, their questions answered, and then I basically just serve as a tour guide and tour them through the system, give them some information to take a look at, and then when they're ready to, you know, make that initial important step to join direct pay system, they have what they need. So, yeah, direct, you know, direct response marketing postcards. I've done that a lot over the years. It's pretty much hands-free, and I think it's something that anybody really can do. You don't have. It's basically there's no learning curve. So I'd like a mixture. I mean, for me, what's worked the best has been video marketing, postcards, and solo ads. I think solo ads that's been the way I've really built my list. And the quickest way to build my list has been through solo ads. So those are my three preferred methods of marketing that's worked the best, with regards to building my brand, building my following, building my list, and just building a business. So that's kind of, what's worked the best for me, and I'm going to continue to build direct pay system, between now, the rest of the year and beyond with those three methods.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary Beth. And another great example of lead generation expert. Wow. Talk about a ton of value you just dropped. Thank you very much.
That was good. That was awesome. Good job.
Yeah. Next, Rich. I can't really introduce you because I just met you. Would you like to do that?
All right. Yeah, I'm actually a high school teacher out in California here. And Jason and I, we've been working together a couple years, DPS. And, if I'm going to talk about my lead generation strategies, I'm going to answer a couple different ways. One, if I was brand new, and two, where you can kind of get to by kind of joining this group and listening to the nuggets each of these well-established marketers are sharing. So when I first got started doing this type of thing about 6 years ago online, it was voice broadcasting. And so I learned how to do that very well. And I only had maybe 2 hours a day, 1 or 2 hours max that I could do marketing after school between 4 and 6 p.m. I'm like, well, what can I do that I could talk to people right now? And the answer was voice broadcasting. So I've always had just a limited time where I could talk to people. I like to just be able to get on the phone and, again, guide people to the next step. So that's what I would do if I was brand new back in the game. And the great news is that's our level 1 product. So we've got that covered. And now that with the SMS messaging, that's really what I'm into right now, just using that in conjunction. In fact, 10 minutes before I got on here, I blasted a text message out to my list saying, hey, come to this live webinar. It's extremely effective, and that's our level 2 product. And where I'm at right now is I like to just have my phone ring and me answer it and tell them to buy. And that's
That's what I think.
At first you got to hustle, right? And at some point, when you get established, you can start building a brand. But it's real easy to do. Like if you do a voice broadcast, you could get easily 10, 20 leads, and then you can make a video about it, right? And people want to follow people that kind of know where the fishing holes are and who are doing activity. And so you could just always promote your next success story. Even if you don't make your first sale, you can, most people don't even know how to get one lead. You could get leads like that. Especially listening to everyone here, you'll know exactly what to do. So, yeah, I'd just like to pick up my phone, answer questions, and tell them to, pick a level and join up. And works for me.
Wow, Rich, that's gold. Hey, I want to make a little comment real quick. Well, specifically about you, but I mean, guys, this fella's a master marketer, so the stuff he's dropping is awesome. But I want to make a comment that nobody's touched on yet, even myself when I opened up the call here. What about our powerful team leader passive, phone call element that we have in place? Have you ever had, Rich, let me ask you specifically, have you ever had anybody a staff member from DPS or a person as a team leader that's working with DPS, has anybody ever closed sales for you without you having to get on the phone?
Multiple times. In fact, when I'm busy at work, I don't have time to answer the phone. And so you can flick a switch on in the back office and say, hey, DPS, take my phone calls. And so I'll look at my phone and there'll be a notification, a DPS notification, you just made a sell. Right, and I mean, there's been times literally I've never even talked to the person, and I've made money. So it's huge, huge. I mean, if you just want to focus your 100% of your time just driving traffic, you know, handle out, or outsource that part that maybe you don't like or maybe you're not comfortable with yet. It's a lot easier to get on the phone once you've made, a few sales and talk to people. But if you haven't, you know what? Let someone professional do it for you. It's it's a flip of the switch. And we have the advertising messages. We have the sources that you need that are going to get the opt-ins, and it's pretty simple to follow. If you can follow a recipe, a step-by-step program, that's what we're offering here, and real legitimate products. This isn't some type of cash gifting things. These are the products that we use to grow our business, and this is the type of training that we get when you go in the back office. So if you want to be trained by pros, this is where you want to go.
That's awesome. Preach on, brother.
Exactly. Well, yes, that was awesome.
I want to say something too, really quick. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have a stack. I was showing everybody there. I have a stack of callbacks. I forgot to mention the callback is actually how most of my sales come in, to be honest with you, because of the schedule that I have. Yeah, Rich, that was awesome. Jason, exactly. Jason and I, we've worked together probably as long as Rich and him. And I'll give you a short story. I mean, I was Christmas shopping, and I texted Jason, and I said, Jason, hey, I got a guy, and he's on the callback. I said, I got a guy, and so Jason's like, sure, I'll call him. It was a Christmas. It was for one of my team members, and boom, he closed the person right there while I was shopping. So it was pretty cool. It works really awesome. The teamwork on this team is just amazing. It's just amazing. You won't find it anywhere else. I'm telling you. It's just truthful. I'm truthful on that.
I want to
remember that day, Jason? I bugged you.
I remember. And honestly, I think all of us, to be honest, could probably talk for 30 minutes or an hour on each of these topics. And I certainly don't want to dominate the call because we still have to hear from some amazing people we haven't heard from yet. I just want to add a little tidbit to that. The crazy thing about the callback request system is, I think we almost take it for granted, Tammy, Rich, because we're so used to it being in place that I literally forgot to say it. But that's one of the biggest features of DPS is that we have people in place, professionals that will do that for you. And guess how much they charge? Nothing. That is a service provided by DPS, by Direct Pay System, to help its members be more successful. Folks, I'm telling you, I've been in the industry a long time, and if there is a callback request system in another program, it's not free. And I dare say that we probably have the best talent with regards to the callback request system that's in the industry, and we're doing that as a service to you when you become a member. So it's a huge feature. It's a big reason why a lot of people are moving over from other programs, or why people are looking at this in the first place, because they're busy, they have families, they have careers. They need a solution that would allow them to buy traffic. By the way, we have all that in place. Literally, you can buy traffic, done for you traffic, and you can get it all done and have action, opt-ins, and leads coming in within 15, 20 minutes from getting started. So it can happen that fast, and then literally people can go through your system, somebody else can follow up with them on your behalf, and you can make that 90% commission over and over. It's just raw power, baby. That's all I'm saying. Back to you, Susan.
It really is raw power.
Yep. I want to kind of tie in what all three of you were actually talking about, which was one of the things that really impressed me with how all of the tools are in one place with DPS. And that's the SMS. 2 years ago, I tried an SMS platform, which was awesome. It worked well. But the thing is, I didn't know the language to use. I didn't know how to approach these people because it's just a different method of advertising, right? So I found a great tool, but it was separate from everything else I was doing, and I didn't know how to tie it in. I didn't know how to use it. So there was no actual training, mentorship, a hangout kind of like this to discuss it, a team. So I just really want to highlight that. All of these different options that you get within DPS, Direct Pay System, they come with training, resources, suggestions, what's working, tweaks, and expert advice with our team. So I just really wanted to highlight that, which is really cool. Lavette.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lavette DePina, and I've been marketing online for almost 4 years now. And it was a joy to actually start marketing online because my first person that I joined was Tammy Montgomery. And I've literally I've literally followed her everywhere. I always tease her and say, where you go, I will follow. So that's basically my tagline when it comes to Tammy. But I was in an industry for the longest time. I was in the software industry when I lived in Northern California. I then moved to Southern California and was in the entertainment industry for a very long time. Because I worked literally every day, had a fabulous job. I was the operations manager of a company called the Weinstein Company. And, you know, if you know anything about the Weinstein Company, they are two brothers by the name of Harvey and Bob Weinstein. They started Miramax, was actually sold. Disney bought them. Actually, how can I put it? They basically ousted the Weinstein brothers out of Miramax, and Disney bought them, and the Weinsteins decided to start a new company called the Weinstein Company. And as I said, I became their operations manager. But the hours were long. I never saw my family, and one day I just decided to talk to my husband, and I said, I can't do it anymore. And he said, well, you know, do what you think might make you happy. And I had been seeing stories after stories online about how to be successful online. And I would read these stories and I said, wait a minute, I've had very, very good jobs. I've had six-figure income jobs. And if they can do it, I can do it too. So basically, I started learning as much as I possibly could, had some failure, which in hindsight really wasn't failure at all because of the fact that everything that you fail at, you eventually learn from your mistakes and therefore becomes, you know, something that you can take with you on down the road. But as I said, you know, I followed Tammy and decided to get into DPS. And I've had I've had some success in most of the things that I've done where I enjoy doing email marketing. Email marketing for me is the way that I take my leads that I've generated, whether it's been through solo ads, whether it's been through, let me see, whether it's been through other methods of, for instance, Twitter, whether it's been other methods of, I can't even talk marketing, but I take my leads and I actually love doing email marketing. With email marketing, I love to tell a story. And I usually tell my story or anything that's happened to me throughout a day, anything that I can relate to how people might be feeling. Whether it was being a single parent at one time, whether it was, you know, going through a horrendous divorce, whether it's getting remarried and having an amazing husband, and or having a daughter that has decided to start her own business. You know, it's something that I can relate to other people, and therefore I form a relationship. And forming a relationship where people can actually say, oh, I can relate to this person. I actually like her, in turn helps them decide to join you. And I've been very successful in regards to doing it that way. One of the things with email marketing that I have found is you also want to give a sense of fear and loss. I know that sounds crazy, but if you tell them, you know, you're missing out and this is only going to be around for so long before somebody realizes, let me, you know, join this business. And you don't want your best friend to join the business before you. You want to bring your best friend in. So, you know, having people think that, oh my gosh, this person who I now relate to is telling me, you can do this, you should get into this business, and you can be successful, is where I found that I've had a lot of success. So.
That's awesome, Lavette. And let me tell you, I love reading your emails. I do. I can't wait to get them every day. They're awesome.
My husband teases me all the time because he says, oh, okay, it's just another form of talking, Lavette, and God knows we know you love to do that. So,
No, it's really awesome. No, it's definitely, when I was at an event, I'm telling you, they say storytelling is like the number one. Everybody loves to hear a story. So you do an awesome job of it.
thank
And
you.
it is
Thank
an
you.
art too, isn't it? Telling the story well, especially through email marketing.
As an art,
Right. It
absolutely.
is not. It is. It is. But you know, that's the best way, you know, after you buy the solo ads, once you get the traffic, if they don't buy right away, you want to keep them coming back. You want to keep them engaged. You don't want to lose them. So therefore, for me, I talk to them. I talk to them, whether it's through email or if they even do call me. I talk to them maybe once, twice a day. You know, for instance, today I actually talked to them 3 times a day because I told them about the Hangout. So it's really important to keep that relationship going. You know, it's very important to keep lead generation, however you received it, however you got the lead. It's important to keep it going. So, you know, I've had a person join me who's been on my list for over a year and a half. So, and you know, in some of my businesses. So,
Very important. Thank you very much, Livette. That's huge value. Huge value. I hope everyone was paying attention. Maybe even taking some notes, because that's very valuable. Ulysses, do you want to try your video and come out and talk to us, see how it works?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, let me see if I can get this video going.
Okay. We can see you.
Peekaboo.
Gone.
He's playing peekaboo tonight.
That's right. Technology, isn't it funny? When it works, it's awesome, and when it doesn't, it's it's frustrating.
I absolutely agree with you there, Jason. Okay, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
You could just talk like that, and then maybe when you're done, turn on your video and just wave so that everyone gets a real good impression of who was just talking.
Okay, great. Well, I guess I can just start off by saying that I haven't been marketing online as long as most of you folks here, but let me tell you, you guys are hard to follow. A great value. I've been knowing Tammy for a little bit over a year now. I actually got a chance to meet her in Vegas last year.
Yes, we did.
And that was great. I actually got to meet Tim as well. But I can say that my experience and, you know, just direct pay system in itself, I've tried a lot of different things. My story probably is the same story a lot of you folks probably heard before, but I've tried everything under the sun, okay? I didn't have any support. I didn't have a great team. I just was lost, completely lost. And then I got a hold of some great people, which Tammy was one of those people, and I just started following her. Okay, so you know, success leaves clues, and Tammy, she left a lot of things, you know, on the table, a lot of gold nuggets, and I kind of modeled what she was doing. And ever since I started doing that, I've been having success. I mean, generating leads, talking to folks, how to follow up with them. I mean, just a lot of great strategy. And I don't know, I know Rich. I've seen you online. Jason, of course, everybody knows who you are. And Mary Beth, I know you guys follow Tammy. This is just a great team. I'm just so excited to be here. And just to talk a little bit about direct pay system, I absolutely like the products. And I've been in other big ticket systems. And one thing that I didn't like about them was they have a one up, right? And with a direct pay system, you get paid immediately, okay? 90% directly to you off of your very first sale. That's one of the main things that I really liked about it, as well as the callback system. And I know you guys kind of touched based on it a little bit, but I've been in other programs where they charge you at least 25% of the sale that was being made. So guys, that's money that goes to you. And I absolutely I just can't tell you how big that is right there. And Tammy, Jason, everybody on this panel, you guys got a lot of value that you guys are giving folks that are just looking at this Google Hangout right now. So if you guys are here, then you are definitely in the right place. I can tell you that just from being here and my personal experience of seeing everybody being in the Skype rooms, looking at their videos and their marketing strategies, this is exactly where you want to be. So guys, thanks for letting me get on tonight. And I definitely look forward to coming back here and sharing some more of my success and great things.
Absolutely, and I just want to say congrats on your recent sales. Man, I'm getting texts all the time from Ulysses. He's like, I got another one. I got a person that's interested. I mean, you're doing awesome. I mean, it's just so cool. I mean, just to have these, like Ulysses said, you just plug right in, you start marketing right away, and it's got to be one of the fastest, in my opinion, ways of starting to, you know, earn income. I mean, just with my past, I used to have to set up restaurants. I used to have to set up, you know, physical businesses, you know, mortgage broker office. It took like 6 months for us to get that open, a restaurant. And so when teams come in or people come into this team, you can literally get your website set up. You can get your, you know, there he is. We can see him now. You can get everything set up within 24 to 48 hours. You just can't beat that. So hats off to you, Ulysses. You're doing awesome. I mean, just literally, I don't know. Sometimes, like I said, I pinch myself thinking, why did I not find this before I did restaurants? You know what I mean? This kind of stuff. So that was awesome. Back to you, Susan.
Thank you.
I'm going to toss it back to you again. You're the coordinator. We love the coordinator.
Thank you, Ulysses. It's great. I'm just starting to get to know you, so I myself enjoyed hearing from you, and I'm sure the audience did. Thank you very much for coming out. And Tammy, for adding in that extra piece. I'd like to ask, does anyone else have something, a burning thought to we've got about 10 minutes left, a burning thought to kind of add or summarize what has been shared so far tonight?
Yeah, hey, this is Rich. I'll jump in. I was just thinking more about our products and what we offer, because we're talking about, you know, our favorite ways to generate leads. And so I'm going to give you a free lead generation method right now the moment you start with DPS, okay? And you have everything in place. One of our levels is unlimited leads. So that means that you can get unlimited business opportunity seeker leads and even genealogy lists. Okay, so here's what you do. You take those leads, you upload it to the voice broadcaster, and you tell them to press 1 for an SMS message. And then what you do is you have a little longer sizzle call. We actually have one to share with you. And you grab those numbers, you just copy and paste them into your text broadcaster. Now you have them on autoresponder, so they're going to be getting text from you and voice broadcasts from you. And tell them to visit your DPS site. You'll get an opt-in, follow up with them on the phone, say, hey, I just want to make sure you watch that webinar, and request a call back afterwards. You know, most people don't like to sell on the phone, you know, neither do I, but we have a callback center that can answer all your questions for you. So there you go. We have a complete package ready for you to get leads. We have all the tools and resources for you to use, and that's a simple method anybody can do and get leads tomorrow. And
how long, Rich, would that take to set that up and get that rolling, would you say?
You know, you do it within an hour, easy. Yeah. Just upload the leads, send a broadcast, grab those leads, put them in your text broadcaster, and now they're on your list, right? Because if you said press 1 for a text message response, you see, the thing about text messaging is to do it legally, you have to get permission. But if you say press 1 for a text message response, now they've given you permission, right? So you've used voice broadcasting and the unlimited leads. Guys, I used to pay $300 or $400 a month for voice broadcasting leads from, you know, a genealogy list. In fact, if you go out there and you try to buy some, that's what they cost. We have unlimited. You just request as much as you want. You'll get it, right? Because we want you to make sales, and when everyone's making sales, everybody's happy, right? Tim will go out and buy more lead lists. That's it.
That is
That was
crazy.
awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Isn't it insane? You can literally within hours just be, just generating leads. It's a dream come true.
Think about that process map for just a second. I mean, Rich, you just laid it out. I mean, I wish people could see that in black and white. Think about that. You join the business, and we give you basically everything you need. The only thing missing is a little bit of effort from you. You get lead sources that you can use. You don't have to go generate your own. We're going to give you some. You get a voice broadcasting system. It's, it costs you a couple of pennies to connect with a person. I mean, it's very cheap. You get an SMS messaging platform. You get a great website with a great video presentation. You get team leaders to call your prospects back. You just have to turn on the machine. You just have to stick the key in the ignition and crank that joker. I mean, this is crazy. It's real powerful. Rich, thank you for laying that out, because I honestly hadn't put it all together like that. I mean, the reality is we give you all that stuff inside DPS, and then to top the whole thing off, Limitless Income team that you're looking at now, we're going to give you these great hangouts, of course, to help you sell and help you present. But we're also going to give you additional plug-and-play traffic, additional resources, postcards, strategies to get leads, follow-up support, everything you need. So it's like the whole package here. So, wow. Can I sign up again? I'm ready to go. This is crazy.
I know. I've been trying to work in a second where I could ask for the link.
Yeah. Very, very powerful. Thanks, Rich, for that.
Thank you. Anybody else have a summarizing, Tammy?
I just want to say, Rich, what level is that so everybody knows that you're talking about?
What's the lead package? I think that's
level 4,000.
Yep.
And by the way, just FYI, as I mentioned in the beginning, you can start for anywhere from $500 on the low end to $8,000 on the high end. The sweet spot that we're seeing most people join at is around that $4,000 mark, which, by the way, pays a $3,600 direct commission. But I just want to speak to that for just a moment.
Wait, what?
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 Yes.
How much?
$3,600 in your pocket every time you make a sale, or I don't even want to say you make a sale. Every time your system makes a sale for you, $3,600 in your pocket. How long would it take you to generate that at a JOB or doing something else? And how far would that go to help you and your family? One $3,600 commission a month would change tons of people's lives. What if you could do that every week or every day? You can. There's an unlimited amount of income potential here. But I just want to speak to that real quick. Some people say, I don't have the money. Everybody's been there. I've certainly been there where I didn't have the money to even join at the $500 level. Well, guess what? The opportunity is good enough here that you need to find the money. If you believe that it can work for you, which it absolutely can, if you believe you're going to have support and great products and a great opportunity and everything's all in one place, and you believe that you could actually do this, there's no such thing as I don't have the money. You can find it. Utilize your resources. Borrow it to get a loan. Sell something. If you are hungry enough and you want this bad enough, you will find a way. And I'm not telling you that because we want to make a sale. I'm telling you that because for years, time and time again, we've seen it. When people want it bad enough, they find a way. There's always a way. So get back to the person who put you on this webinar tonight. Tell them I'm in, and get yourself in a better situation, because this is the ticket, baby. This is the hot spot right here for sure.
Exactly. You want to know how I started my first business? I think I told you guys this one time. I sold gift certificates. So, hey, I know if I can do it, sometimes you have to find other ways, creative ways. That's my specialty, is be creative. You can get creative. I know you can. That was awesome. Awesome.
If you don't have the money, raise the money to get started.
That's right.
In closing,
OPM, credit cards, OPM, other people's money.
That's a great idea.
Absolutely.
In closing, as we approach the top of the hour, I would like to thank each one of you on the panel. What a pleasure it is to work amongst you and be gathered here together to deliver this value to our audience. Thank you very much. And I would like to thank the audience, all of you, for watching it live, or whether you're watching the recording. As everyone has said, get back with the person that invited you. And if you happen to be watching it on a page that has comments below, and there's these two kind of clear arrows and then a button in between, that page, as soon as you join, you get to use that page as well. So you can put your own specific link, attach it to it, and it's yours. That's your gift for joining our team. And that's how you promote it and bring people to these hangouts. And I think we're kind of doing the selling and telling for them as well. Would you guys agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 And we're having fun while doing it.
Yes. And so it's not only to send your prospects to, but also your team members, because it's a way to keep everybody cohesive. It's creating an atmosphere. It's showing we're all getting to know each other through this. So it's a whole process of creating that, what did we call it last time, the safe place?
Safe place.
Where we all gather, learn, motivate each other, learn from each other. I am learning a ton, just by being in the same room as people who, the power of the mastermind is truly limitless, I believe. So don't hesitate and come and join us. We're just having a ball of fun. This is what, and there lots goes on in the background too. Like, don't worry. That's usually when the goofy stuff starts. So anyway, thank you very much, and we will see you next week or on the inside when you decide to join. So just click that link below or get back with the person that invited you. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thanks.
Night, John Boy.